Hi, I'm Susan with Kiwi Designs, and today we are going to show you how easy it is to create beautiful cards using our tiny designer templates. And the great thing about cards is that you get to use up a lot of those paper scraps. I personally can usually, when I get a page layout done, I can usually make a card out of my scraps as well, so that's really nice. And everybody loves to get cards. I know for myself, when I get something handmade, I just treasure it. So it's a great way to show those that you love that you were thinking about them, and that for whatever occasion, birthday, wedding, that type of deal. And I'm just going to show you how easy this is. Okay, so to help us create these cards, we're going to use one of our tiny border sets, and these are designed for your traditional 5.5-inch cards. And so what you do to create a 5.5-inch base or card base to build off of is you're going to take an 8.5 by 11 piece of paper and then just go over to 5.5, trim it down, and you can get 2 card bases out of one 8.5 by 11. And then you would just go ahead and fold it over like I did with this one. Now this is going to give you your card base, whatever pattern, you can use pattern paper or cardstock that you want, and then we're going to use these to design our card. Again, the key to framing is to visualize what you're doing before you cut into your paper. It helps give you ideas, inspiration, and it just really speeds up the process. So you could do something like that. We could tuck a flower coming out. You can see how fast it is to just switch it up. Let's just play for a little bit. The fun thing is also, because you haven't cut into your paper, it really gives you the opportunity to play and to see what other options. I mean, you could always go with the first one. You can't go wrong. But if you want to just adventure off just a little, you could sit here and play with different combinations. Do something like that. I mean, perfect for like funky. You could do something bright, happy birthday, a lot of different options. Okay, once you do have a basic design that you want to go with, which I'll just put one together here since I can keep going all day long. We would just simply trace each one out, and the great thing also about the designer templates is that each template represents a different color pattern, so it really makes it easy when trying to figure out how to use a lot of colors and patterns in your paper. As you can see on these samples here, there's a couple of them. There's this one. Lots of fun. Now, if you want to add some brads and buttons and that type of thing, it's a great way to dress them up, and overall those are very inexpensive embellishments. Now, if you're mailing it, I would recommend just sticking to the paper. You don't have to, it won't be bulky, you don't have to pay extra postage, and it still is completely beautiful. So that's one of the great ways that you can also save money when you're sending a card to a loved one. Now for those stampers out there, because usually card making goes along with stamping, another tip about these designer templates for when you're making cards is that all of these templates are clear. So it makes it really easy, instead of trying to figure out, you know, making sure that your stamping's accurate. I'm not the best stamper, so it's usually not my first stamp that's the best. So I can stamp it on a piece of scrap paper, and then just take my template, no worry about getting it straight because you can see right through, and then you could just trace around that like this. And then of course cut it out, and then you can add it to your card. Another fun thing we like to do when we're making cards is we like to not necessarily always stick to our 5.5, but you can go a little bit bigger on your card, and you can use the mini borders. And these were designed for your mini pages, mini albums that we all like to do sometimes, but they also make really cute cards. And it is a great way to show those you care about in a big way. And so it gives you a little bit more room to add some accessories and embellishments, and they're a lot of fun. And basically what I did is this size is an 8-inch wide by 11. So you just trim a piece of paper down to 8-inch and then by 11. So super easy. You can see they're a lot of fun. Very simple, but very beautiful at the same time. Hopefully this video has inspired you to pull out your paper scraps, make a couple cards. They're always great to have on hand, and of course we'd love to see what you design. If you feel like sharing, please come and visit us on our Facebook. Whether you're a seasoned card maker or just a beginner, we would love to see what you've designed, and thanks for watching.